Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Alright, done a bit more on Metalco, the micro or small layout. Okay, go back to this end of the layout. I'm going to try and keep this update a bit shorter, and then hopefully the next one I'll show you how I tested the locomotives and the track. Alright, from the last one you can see that I've put a new end on the layout. The original piece, I'd actually made a mistake and I'd cut it too small, but then I thought to myself, well, rather than waste the wood, use it. But it just wasn't happy with it, because as you can see, it's the whole scenic section is one enclosed box, and the back and the sides look so much better when they're lined up. So I had to put this extra piece of ply just to strengthen it from knocks and bangs there. That's going to have its gaps filled, and good coats of whitey grey paint. I haven't painted this yet because a good chunk of that, even perhaps part of this, there's going to be a low relief dump shed where the trucks dump the scrap metal, which is then to be picked up by the front end loader right there, and sort of moved around the platform, and even that loader should be able to load the smaller scrap into the waiting wagons. This track here has got my rebuilt scrap wagon, should I say. It was a coal wagon, so it all repurposed. They won't normally live on that track. I'm thinking this front track will be storage for some visiting wagons for other industries, and for the waiting mainline locos. Wait for the trains to be filled, so it'll be generally just one class 60 there, or maybe if the 37 visits the layout, they can stop there. Alright, so what's to be done? So I've got, just hold on one sec. Alright, the light's not perfect here. Just try and pick up some of the texture. That's some corrugated styrene, which I bought. There's 2 or 3 sheets in there. And yeah, I'm going to have a go scratch building a semi-low relief shed for the scrap metal works there. Next thing, I've added a light. Got this half price, 2 on a hot special, so it's got 1 LED light in there. I believe it's a, sorry, what's that? Came in this container. It's a Bush light. Very, very nice. I'm very happy with that. Next video where you see it running, I haven't actually powered up the layout. Well, it's all wired, and locos are running on it, but I'll save switching the layout on till I do the running session. Yeah, I think the last video the grass was done. I've actually worked out some of the previous videos. I had the camera on a lower DP resolution setting, so I thought some of them looked a bit grainy. So with this camera, I've just got HD at the moment, 1080p. At some point I'd like to get a 4K proper camera to improve the quality of my videos. I've added this buffer stop, which has been repurposed. This was actually used on one of the modules for this former layout, Ashford North, for which this section was one part. So the LED works on that, the warning LED at the end. That also is just got some little wires soldered to the track, so that just livens up when the DCC, the NCE power cab, powers up the layout. So what's next between now and then? I just want to, I'm going to paint the facade, the fascia of the layout. So all the section here and this front board painted in one colour, and then I'm going to have a go painting the name of the layout on there. Some people think you shouldn't show the fiddle yards, but I'm going to show you what I've done here. Now, for those of you may have noticed, that used to have ground scatter and scenery on it, and I said I was just going to leave it. But when I actually had to reconfigure the track, so that especially the back line there, so that the Class 60s could go through, and I had to sort of realign the track in there, because being a long loco and a little bit of overhang at the front, it was actually hitting part of the tunnel exit. While I'm facing this, my friend Darren, on one of his layouts from Shelf and Tabletop Layouts, or Bleak Hall, with his wonderful layout called Preston Dock. He had some signals just near his entry and exit point to the fiddle yard, but I'm going to make my own and just hang them at the top part of the tunnel, just a red and a green light. Try and make them realistic as possible, and just have them switch operated, so I can switch from red to green. Alright, so yeah, going back to this, this is already this end piece of the fiddle yard, to extend it, because in order to use that back line with the Class 60s, which are 28 centimeters long, needed a bit extra. So I'm actually going to rearrange my study round, and actually this layout is going to go up on my chest of drawers, being a bit smaller where Peckham Junction is now, and Peckham Junction is going to occupy this space on this trestle table. I'll just note that I've actually hinged that, so when it's in its new location, if you watch, see that's hinged. It's going to be, there's still more work to be done on that. Just an extra piece put on the side, and then I'm going to have some sides on it, just dress it up a bit, and also yeah, just prevent stock falling, what have you. If I exhibit it, as I've said before, I'm working on an idea of having a multi-purpose fiddle yard. I'm going to have to at least build something a bit longer for exhibition, and maybe add an extra siding, so I can store some longer trains. But yeah, just for home use, this piece is going to be used at the moment. So essentially what I'm trying to say is that could be temporary. I was going to try and come up with a properly built fiddle yard with a transverser or a three-way point, sort of with a barrier at the front, that can obscure the view from the viewing public, and also tack on to both layouts. But I've just worked out that I may have to do make two, one for it, because Let's pan back. So this is where the layouts are. Peckham Junction's here, and the trains come in from the left, whereas on Metalco they come in from the right. So got a bit of thinking to do there. It's always tough when you're a bit short of space, but yeah, hopefully in time I'll have a whole model railway room. All right, guys. I think that's about it. Hope you've watched the video on the Class 60 and how I weathered it and how I installed the DCC, the HM7000 system. Great loco, really happy with it, and for once I can say well done, Hornby. Alright, so still lots more to do, having a ball with it, and stay tuned, and please like and subscribe and share my videos, and keep a lookout for the next one after this. Thanks for watching. Take care now. Bye now.